why all my life I've been grinding all my life. All my life, grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle pay the price. Wanna slice, throw the dice. That's why all my life I've been grinding all my life.
Welcome to another episode of Inside the Grind. I am your host, Serafina Maulupe. I'm really excited about today's episode. I'm so a father and a husband. I'd love to introduce VAEA FIFITA.
Hi guys, thanks Tina for having me on, and can't wait to share my story.
Of course, I wanted to say thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for your time. But how are you? Well, how are you doing? What are you up to right now?
Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you. At the moment we got a day off today, so I went this morning with my wife, dropped the kids to school, and went and get a haircut. Get ready for the game this week. But yeah, now I'm just chilling, day off, recover, and get the body right for Sunday.
Definitely. Who do you guys have on this weekend? Who do you guys play next?
Yeah, we play the Crusaders. There will be a tough game, especially against New Zealand team. So yeah, it will be a tough game, but we play Crusaders.
Oh wow! And I'm sure you love your days off. You just got to take advantage of those, huh?
Yeah, probably everyone loves the day off.
Yeah.
So you can just relax at home, but most important thing, just spend time with your family, I guess.
Definitely. So gosh, doing my research, on your journey, and I just can't wait for you to share your story. But now, growing up in Tonga, being from Tonga, how was that growing up? How was it growing up in Tonga?
Yeah, for me personally, growing up in Tonga is probably a way to learn like respect. For me, when I grew up, like respect each other. But it was at the same time it was hard because in Tonga, probably we don't really have the thing that we need. Like, so in Tonga, you have to like use whatever you have and be grateful.
Definitely. And when did you make the move to New Zealand?
Yeah, I made the move to New Zealand in 2011. We came with Tonga under 18, 2010. We play in Auckland. So, and then after that, so I got picked up there a scholarship in Auckland, Tamaki College.
Oh wow!
So yeah, I was lucky enough to be the guy that got picked up to get a scholarship.
No, that's awesome. But I'm curious, how was making that change from living in Tonga and now living in New Zealand? How was that change for you?
At first, it was hard for me because of the language.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was in the back of my mind, I was trying to do what the best, so I can try find something to help my family back in Tonga, to have a better life in there. But yeah, after like a year or two, it was getting easier and easier.
Definitely.
Like yeah.
And do you go back? Or how often do you go back to Tonga? Do you go back home to Tonga at all?
Nah, the last time, yeah, I go back, but the last time I went to Tonga was 2019.
Oh, okay.
So when I went back there with my wife right now. We went there and got married there, our family. Yeah, so we went and got married back in Tonga.
Oh wow, that's awesome! No, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
But you mentioned it earlier, and in terms of like learning English, how was that process? Of teaching yourself a new language.
Yeah. To be honest, it's a challenge for me every day, especially when I go training with the boys, like the Hurricanes boys. Like I can't speak Tongan. There's a few Tongan boys there, but they're like New Zealand born.
Yeah.
So they understand a little bit, but it's a challenge for me to just go out there and just speak the language. But sometimes I don't care because it's not my language. So I just but like I said, it's a challenge for me, but it's getting easier, like I said, but still learning at the same time.
No, yeah, definitely. You know, and what the fact that, you know, you're teaching yourself a new language, it's amazing, you know. But when and how was rugby introduced to you?
Yeah, to be honest, back in Vava'u, I grew up in Vava'u.
Mm-hmm.
It's like not from the main island where Tonga is, so
Mm-hmm.
it's the other island. So I grew up in Vava'u. I play rugby, but just for fun. And then my older brother came to the main island where it's just Tonga Tapu. So he came there and got a scholarship to Japan.
Oh wow.
And then I was thinking, oh, my school is not that good, so I might as well just go and try follow his footstep, my older brother. So I asked my grandma. So I grew up with my grandma. My parents were already divorced by then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I grew up with my grandma and my grandpa. So I asked my grandma, can I go to the main island, to Tonga, and try something in rugby? Hopefully I get a scholarship like my older brother. But she said no, the mom and grandma and they
Yeah.
always want you to stay home. Home is blah blah blah. So I
Yeah.
said, oh, can you just pay for me to go to Tonga and I'll do that's my choice. If I stuff up, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
So I took the challenge just because I want to find, like I said before, find like a better life for my family.
Yeah.
So even though I know home is better, but I just like challenge myself. So I went to the main island in 2009. We play that's first 15 in New Zealand. So in Tonga it's called senior.
Okay.
Yeah, so I played there senior. To be honest, I was on the bench every game. Didn't even play any game the whole year.
Oh
So I just yeah, I don't know how I go here, but like I said, I didn't play any game. I was on the bench, like didn't even play. Sometimes I felt embarrassing.
yeah.
It's just because I didn't play. So I end up. So 2009 I came to Tonga, and then after that came in 2010. I was like in the back of my mind, I was like, I'm gonna give it one more crack. If not, then I'll go back to Vava'u. And then 2010, and there was an under 18 trial to come to New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
And I got picked to trial in that team. And somehow, to be honest, I wasn't the great rugby player back in Tonga. Like I'll be honest. And
Yeah.
then somehow I got picked. And then I was like, okay, in my mind, I was like, okay, this is the chance. We came to New Zealand in 2010 and then play Auckland Grammar first game. After that, there was the guy there, Richie Harris, that's Tamaki College,
Mm-hmm.
first 15 coach. He came straight to me and he talked to me, but back then I didn't even know what he was talking about. I was just nodding my hand up like that and then yes, but to be honest, I don't even know what he was saying. But lucky because he came with a Tongan guy to translate.
Yeah.
So yeah, after that, the Tongan guy told me that Richie Harris wanted me to come for 2 years scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, getting there. So, because the choice that I made to come from Oahu is like starting to successful.
Yeah.
So after that I went back to Tonga, go to Vava'u, and then just pretty much just spend a week there.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, say goodbye to the family, come to New Zealand 2011, January, I think. And then yeah, that's when I took rugby serious,
Wow. And
to be honest.
yeah, can you how old are you? How old are you when you right now, like with your story, how old are you?
I was 19 at the time. It was a funny story because because I came from Tonga. I was 18 at the time, with under
Mhm.
18, and Richie Harris asked me how old am I, and I said 17. Yeah, well, I said 17 because he said, "Oh, I will give you 2 years, but depends how old are you." So I said 17. So this means I'm gonna come 18. This means I know I'm 18, but I wanted to like give the 2 years just to, like that time whatever it takes for me, I have to do it to like I said before, to find a better life. But yeah, I was 18 and then 19 on 2010.
Okay, 19 too. Okay, but like, did you have to be a certain age to play? Did you have?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So when I said 17, that means he gave me 2 years. So I have to play 18 and 19 years old.
Yeah.
That's 2 years. But I was 18. That means the next year I'll be 19. I only play 1 year, so I can't play on 20 when I'm 20. So yeah, he ended up gave me 20, and But the funny thing, when I came to the school the first day, he was laughing. Because the principal was Tongan.
Okay.
Yeah. So she know that, and they're laughing. They were laughing.
No,
But yeah.
no. Okay, that's funny. That's funny. I mean, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? You know, to live a better life.
I know. Exactly. I know. You're right. You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
You gotta do what you gotta do. But now, you know, how did you get? Now you're, you know, being with the Wellington Hurricanes. How did that come about? How did the opportunity come about?
Yeah, in Auckland, and then after about to finish my first year with Tamaki College, Richie Harris, which he was a first 15 coach that I mentioned before.
Yep.
He told me I have to go down to Christchurch, which where the Crusader is. I got a club there. They want me to go down there. So I came to Palmerston North. There was a New Zealand, it's like the development. It's like the young boys in New Zealand, they go to it's like a camp. Yeah, so I came there. And then after that, I was getting ready to go straight from their camp down to Christchurch. But when I came down there was a man there. He was head coach a club back in Wellington. But back in that time, my wife right now, we were talking back then, but she's from Wellington.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna go down to Christchurch. I'll just come down here.
Yeah.
So I end up chose to come down here, and then I started playing sevens. You probably don't know, or
yeah, I know. Yeah, I done my research. Yeah. No.
Oh yeah, yeah. I started playing sevens, like club sevens, and that's where everyone noticed me from there.
Okay.
And then yeah.
And how was, like, you know, when you got signing with the Wellington Hurricanes? How did that, like, how was that opportunity for you, that experience so far?
Oh yeah. Yeah, when I got the call so at the start of 2015, they called me in for a replacement player. So just go there, train with the boys. And then 2016, I got signed for 2 years, so 16 and 17. To be honest, when I got the call to come in for training with Hurricanes as a replacement player, to be honest, I was like lost for words, because I didn't have any idea I'm gonna get to that point. And then after I got signed, I was like, damn, I came a long way. Like, I was just, like I said before, when I chose to come to Tonga, I was just bluffing it. Like, I thought, I was like, it's either go good way or bad way. So when I got the call, signed, and then since then, I was like, that time that's when I took like rugby like seriously, like when I got the call. And then, but that time I didn't think I'm gonna make All Blacks. I'm not good enough. I think I'm not good enough to make All Blacks. I was just thinking, just play Super Rugby VAEA, that's it. Don't think about All Blacks. You're not gonna make it. That's what I thought.
Oh, we're gonna touch on that. Oh yeah, well, you know, now making our segue into, you know, your experience playing with the All Blacks, you know, and I know your debut game was against Samoa, but how was that experience playing with the All Blacks, and what was your initial reaction to when you found out you were going to play with them?
So it was funny because after our Marathon Cup, so it's IDM Cup, after game on Saturday night, me and my friends, my teammates went and drink Saturday night, and Sunday morning, I got a call. So I woke up, I was still hangover, answered the phone, and I was like, hello. And the man was like, oh, VAEA, this is Darren, this the All Blacks manager.
Mm-hmm.
This is Darren from the All Blacks manager, blah, blah, blah. I was like, who's this? When he said from the All Blacks, I was like, nah, this guy is gonna prank me. Then I was like, who's this? And he said, oh, VAEA, this is Darren. And then I was like, are you trying to prank me? That's what I said. I said, no, VAEA, this is serious. Because I don't want to say yes, and then someone's like, got him.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, so I ended up like, oh, VAEA, no. And then he said to check my email. So I checked my email, and then I was like, oh. And then after we talked, I was like, I don't know, I was sitting on the couch for like 10 minutes, just think about it. I was like, man, I can't believe this is happening, to be honest. Like I said before, I thought I'm not good enough to make it. And then when I go to the camp, I was like, just looking around, I was like, sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, no, you're good.
Oh, yeah. So I walk around in the camp with the boys. I was like I'm a little kid.
Yeah.
Like looking at it, just smiling hard out.
Oh.
Like holding my smile. I was like, damn, I can't believe back in Mava I was watching you guys do the haka and there, blah, blah, blah. And now I'm here. I was like, that's crazy. And then that week play Samoa, they named the team. But before they named the team, head coach came to me, Steve Henson, back then. So he came to me, oh, why are you gonna be on the bench? When he said that, to be honest, I almost cried. I almost cried because, like I always said, I can't believe this is happening.
Mm-hmm.
So I got named on the bench, and then on the game day was funny because when we sing the AFM song,
Mm-hmm.
I was just standing there and look up the sky, and then imagine myself back in Mava watching myself. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I imagine myself back in Mava sitting and watching myself on TV singing it. So I was like, I almost cried to be honest.
Oh my God.
And you sing there and do the haka. And do the haka in my mind, like, man, I can't believe I'm like I'm doing the haka at the same time, but I'm in my mind like, man, I can't believe I'm here. And then after the haka, I went back sit on the bench, and then like 75 minutes,
Uh-huh.
I was like, man, come on, get me in. And then 76 minutes, they're like the manager told, oh, bye, get ready. That moment when I ran in, that was probably the best feeling, one of the best feeling that I had.
Oh my
So yeah, but it was good when I went in, and then my first touch on the ball, I scored a try. It was the first time I touched the ball. I was really happy, to be honest. And after the game, I was like, not like head high, but it's like just proud of myself.
Yeah.
Proud of myself.
Gosh. As you should be. I mean, I'm sure it was like a dream come true playing for the All Blacks. You know, you grew up watching them. Like, gosh, that's just.
Yeah, I know that's crazy, but yeah, like I said, before that, I forgot to tell you. When I grew up in Tonga, my dream was to be a farmer, like back in Vava'u.
Uh-huh.
It was funny, but when I came to New Zealand, and that's when I take rugby seriously. Then my dream was to be an All Black. And then yeah, but I was after that game, the first game, like I was really happy, like proud of myself, like the journey that I've been through.
Yeah, and yeah, like the journey that you've been through, and to get to the All Blacks, it just makes that feeling so much more special,
Yeah.
And are you able to share with us a story or a time where you had to face a tough moment or tough challenge in your career in like playing rugby?
Yeah, the toughest moment my career probably when I so 17 or 16, 17, 18, I got picked for All Blacks.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think 19, I think 19, I didn't get picked to go to the World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't get picked to go to the World Cup. So the coach rang me the day before they named the squad.
Oh,
So once they said you see your phone, that's him, you're not gonna make the team.
yeah.
So when had my phone in my pocket, like ringing, grab it, look at it. That's the coach's name, Steve Henson. I was like, damn. So I just answered hi, and then he start explaining why I'm not making the team. And then after the phone, I was like, damn, I came through like a hell of journey of myself, and then I get to this point. Because when I first met the All Blacks, my dream was to make the squad, the World Cup one.
Yeah. Oh my.
And to get to this point, I'm not making it. I was like, to be honest, I was gutted as like disappointing, like everything.
Yeah.
I didn't want to like get to that point. I didn't want to like just go there and play rugby because
Yeah.
that was my dream. I didn't make it. So then I just came home and then went home, look at my two sons, my Jason and
Oh,
Paula.
yeah.
So just came them and look at them, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna just stay here and be silly, blah blah. I just look at them, try get a better future for them.
Yeah.
So yeah, for now is probably my sons. They
Definitely.
always push me. Yeah, they always push me to work harder, and yeah. But my goals now is just to find a better future for my kids.
Yeah, and thank
Yeah,
you, thank you so much for sharing that. And I just think that's just so inspiring to hear that. You want to build a better life for your kids, and show them that, just by leading by example,
yeah,
but
yeah,
just well, I mean, you answered it. Like, what got you through that tough moment was your kids. Would you say was your boys?
yeah, yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. So like they hit me. Yeah, when he rang me after the phone call, they hit me different. So I just go look at my kids, Jason and Paula, and then yeah, they just changed everything. So now it's like I said, just find a better future for them, and like you said, lead by example.
Definitely. And just throughout, your career playing rugby, what is something that rugby has taught you?
Um, Probably like I explained before, rugby there's down times.
Mm-hmm.
There will be heaps of people like there will be some hate in there because some fans will comment on your social media, blah
Oh,
blah blah
yeah.
blah. So, but they taught me just ignore the haters, just focus on yourself and be you. So yeah, I reckon the lesson is just be you, ignore the haters, and just work hard for your family and kids. Like I said, I guess.
No, definitely. No, thank you for sharing that. And I just feel like, especially being at your level, there's just going to be like a lot of haters, regardless,
Yeah,
and so that's awesome that, just to tune them out. And, so what my show is about is the grind, the grind that it takes to get to where you're at, like the, just, of training, different trainings you have to do every single day, and just the kind of mindset that you need. Are you able to tell us what, like your grind and your process that it's gotten you to where you're at?
yeah. I'm happy you brought it up because it was funny because like I said, when I first day at Hurricanes preseason, so we pretty much just run for like a month and 3 weeks, just run like fitness, keep running.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so that's like before the season start. So my first day, so I didn't expect any. I was like go there and expect the worst.
Hmm.
So I went there. After the first day, I was like, we ran up the hills like heaps of reps, and then during the fitness on my mind, I was like, after this, I'm going home, hang my boots, and I'm not coming back here. Yeah, that was because yeah, like probably every athletic will know, like it's hard grind,
Yeah.
especially like yeah, like precision. So after the day I went home, I was like, my body is like stuff, but I'm still alive, so I can still do it. If I'm still alive, I can go back and do it again.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh yeah, I'm alive, survive. Go back the next day, same thing, still survive, and then I think that after the first year, they taught me mentally to just prepare for the worst. Like I was just every time I go to it, just prepare for the worst, and yeah, so I reckon just prepare yourself to grind.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
definitely. And I mean, first of all, just rugby, like that's a like you're not wearing any pads. It's a lot of running,
yeah.
and so I mean for us Americans over here, and you playing rugby, just how is, just not wearing any pads or having a helmet, I don't know, just does it hurt to get hit? I mean, I'm sure it does, but like, do you enjoy, like,
Um,
I don't know what my question is, but I'm just saying, like, not wearing any pads or helmet, like, I'm like, dang, like, that's like, that's dangerous.
yeah. I think everyone would like they they said American football is tough, but for me personally, I think this is tough because you like you said, no helmet, no, it's just like yeah, it's not. It's sometimes it's hurt, but if someone they got you really good, it will be hurt.
Yeah.
Like yeah, trust me, it's hurt. But like everyone here is like love it. So for me personally, I love it. Just go smash and get up, go again. But yeah, it's not that we don't really think about like the worst, like injury and that. We just
Mhm.
go out there and play, have fun. But
Definitely.
yeah, we don't really wear pads unless you have like we'll say if myself have like sore AC on my shoulder,
Oh
I
yeah.
have to put like a little pad to just cover it just to make sure it's you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not
But
like fully
yeah. I mean, but dang,
yeah.
it's not gonna do anything. It's so
Yeah, nah, it's not really doing anything. It's just yeah, even if though if you take on someone it still hurt, but
it's,
yeah, you can just go through it. Go through with it.
no, for sure. And it's just like
Yeah.
you have like you need like a certain, I feel like a certain like it's a strength mindset, a certain mindset, to be a rugby player, but I'm,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah, like you said, but when I look at American football, they wear those helmets. I don't think I wonder if they can like see fully. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I
No.
reckon probably they like front vision you get, but not the corner of your eyes. I don't know, but I haven't tried. But I
Yeah.
wonder how they see the defender coming at you. It's hard.
Yeah, I don't know if they can,
Yeah.
but how is it balancing, being a dad, being a husband, and then also being a rugby player? Like how is that balance?
Yeah, the balance for me so just go out there. So more likely spend more time with your teammates than your family
Yeah.
because you wake up in like 8, you leave at 8, come back at like 4, and you only spend time with your kids at like we'll say 5. The kids will sleep at like 6, 7. So you only spend time. So for me, as much time I spend with my kids. Um, so like this day off, took them to school, and then after that, probably go pick them up and take them to the park so they can play. But
Oh,
like you said, for me, as I try to spend as much as I can with my boys on my off time,
yeah.
because once you go to training, You just stay there for like 7 hours a day or 6.
Yeah, no, that's so awesome. Just to, I mean, just looking at your social media, it's just like your journey is just amazing. But what, or being Tongan, being Tongan, what has that meant for your career? What has that meant for you?
Yeah, being a Tongan, for me, it's just like whatever. So for me, whatever you go through, is just try to show your courage. So whatever, so they know I'm Tongan, but because even though it's like I said, all the training and the crying, like whatever I've been through, it just show their courage and no fear. So they know I'm Tongan. Everyone know I'm Tongan, but so like I said, just show courage and no fear, and I'm proud to be Tongan. Just probably that's the most thing that I don't want to let Tongan down. So
Yeah.
so as whatever I do, I just make sure
No,
I'm not gonna let anyone down. So yeah.
No, thank you for sharing that. And what is your favorite moment in your career?
On just any
favorite moment, any favorite moment.
my Probably my favorite moment was against Argentina. They try I scored in the corner. So there was so DJ, our halfback, passed it to me. I get the ball like pretty much like halfway, and then I ran around and score in the corner. And then everyone was like happy, jump up and screaming at me, but I was just calm. Normally when I score a try, I was just calm.
Yeah.
But so score a try. If you guys don't know, in America, this pass down. Is that right?
Yeah, it's a touchdown. Yeah, it's a touchdown.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, so I just calm, but inside of my head, I was like, damn, I can't believe I just did that. Yeah, so probably that was my first moment, and plus my wife was there. So
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, that's awesome. So what are there any American teams that you support, like any like NBA teams, NFL teams, or even baseball? Do you have any teams that you follow?
Yeah. I'm happy you brought it up. Everyone's called me here a bandwagon in my team. So all you probably don't know, all in New Zealand team, especially my team, they love NBA and NFL. So, but my team, to be honest, I was with the Bulls first, just because of Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Yeah, the Bulls, Michael Jordan. And then, to support the Bulls, I started watching NBA 2012, 13, 14. I was with the Bulls. And they didn't make the playoffs when the Warriors 15 and 16 Warriors won their first one.
Okay.
And I was like, oh yeah, I might go with the Warriors. so I was
that does sound like a bandwagon.
So my team will always be the Bulls, but I just support the Warriors. and then but the funny thing, but my team now is I support Blake Griffin because I gave him an All Black jersey and he gave me a Piston jersey.
Oh wow! Okay, Pistons. Okay.
Yeah. So when he was with Piston, so I gave him an All Black jersey and he gave me a Piston jersey, and then now wherever Blake Griffin go, I go. As simple as that. But yeah, so that's my NBA team. But my NFL team is the Steelers. It's Juju. So I like how he play, and so.
You said Juju?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like him. He's the man.
Juju's amazing. If you haven't, if you haven't seen it yet, but he was my first interview for my show. I interviewed him for my show.
Yeah, I saw that when he messaged me. I looked at the page. Oh, Juju is right here.
Yeah, Juju. Such a great guy. Do you watch baseball at all? Do you watch baseball? If not,
nah. To be honest, I don't even. I'm not interested in watching it. It's just for me. It's just NFL, NBA. That's it.
Okay.
I'm not watching anything else. Yeah.
Okay. what would your advice be to someone who wants to be the next VAEA FIFITA?
Look, everyone asked the question a lot to me. For me, just probably just follow your heart. Just follow your heart. For me, whatever your heart tells you to do, just follow it. Because and one thing, just don't listen to anyone. Or you can listen to your parents and that, but just listen to yourself and follow your heart. Whatever is best for you, think is the best for you, you go and do it. That's the thing. That's the thing I did. I just listened to my heart, and then I just follow it. Whatever it take me, that's it.
Definitely.
Now I go here. Yeah. So I reckon just follow your heart and work hard and make sure I always remember your parents and where you grew up.
No,
Never
definitely.
forget home.
Definitely. Thank you for sharing that. But so we are in the home stretch of things, and I'd love to do some rapid fire questions. So the first thing that comes to mind. Okay, are you ready, Maya? Are you ready? Okay.
Wait, what rabbit question? What's there?
No, it's just some like rapid fire questions. So like I'm gonna ask you like a lot of questions. Okay. Okay, first one. A habit you wish you started earlier.
So what was it?
A habit. Is there a habit that you wish you started earlier?
Yeah, to be honest, I thought that time I sort of come to New Zealand way earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was like 15 maybe, but like at this point it doesn't really matter for me. But during probably like 2 years ago, I thought I was thinking I should have come here earlier, but now I'm like getting older. I'm 30 this year, so
Oh wow.
so it doesn't really matter. So yeah.
Okay. Second, is there a show that you're currently binge watching?
Oh, I don't know if there's a show, but it's the Wild and Out. Wild and Out.
While and Now, yeah, that's over here. MTV.
Yeah,
that's a good show. Yeah, that's okay.
I like it's like funny as I like how
No, for sure.
like
Okay,
there's
Wild and Out. That's a good show.
Yeah,
Good show.
there's some good jokes there.
Yeah. Okay. The third one. If you could have dinner with 4 goats, greatest of all time. It could be anyone past or present. Who would those 4 people be?
Definitely Michael Jordan, because I'm a Michael Jordan fan. So
okay, are you sure? Because you support the Warriors, but I'm just kidding.
No. I said Blake Griffin.
Okay, Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. LeBron.
Who?
LeBron James.
Oh, okay. Yeah. LeBron James.
And LeBron James. And I don't know. We probably say he's not the coach, but I'll say I reckon Steph Curry.
Curry. No. I love Steph Curry. No. I love him.
And Steph Curry, and probably my guy, Blake Griffin. It doesn't matter if you call it. My guy. Yeah.
Wow, so all basketball players. All right.
Yeah, I know.
There's nothing wrong with that. Basketball, yes. Okay. That sounds like a great dinner. Okay. The fourth one.
Great dinner.
What's the best advice you've ever received?
The best advice that my grandma always tell me to do, if you go through tough time, make sure you take a sorry.
It's okay.
So she said, if you go through tough time, make sure you take a moment, say a prayer. So, and how she said, take a moment, say a prayer, and the man above us will help me, guide me, and she said, just remember, don't forget where you come from and where you grew up. So probably that's the best advice for me,
Oh,
which I think is right. Don't forget where you grew up
yeah,
and where you come from.
definitely. No, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. The fifth one, what's the biggest lesson you've learned in the past 12 months?
Biggest lesson. The biggest lesson that I've learned is just to be myself.
Mm,
Be myself. Sometimes I try copy what other people do.
yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, like how they play, how they do things in there. But it end up not good for me because they're different from me. So what I've learned, just be myself and just do what I'm good at, not what other people good at, because
Yeah,
I'll end up in the wrong place or bad way. So just be myself and just do me.
definitely. No, thank you for sharing it, because I feel like that's something that I've caught myself doing as well, in terms of like try to do something what someone else is doing, but it's just all about truly running your own race.
Yeah.
So last question. So I want to continue to highlight our Pasifika athletes. Who is someone that you would like to see on this show?
On this show,
Yeah, on my show. Who is someone that you'd like to see?
um, I would love The Rock to be in
I
here.
know. I know, like that is like, oh my gosh. I can feel it. I know I can get him. I know it. I'm
That
not.
would be the goal.
That is the goal. I would love The Rock. I mean, who won it? But VAEA, I wanted to say, like, this was such a great interview, and thank you so much for joining me on my show. Your story is so inspiring, and I just hope it will inspire anyone listening to this. And again, have such an amazing story. So thank you all for tuning into Inside the Grind. And again, thank you so much for joining me, VAEA.
Yeah. No, thank you to you, Fina, for letting me hop on. Appreciate your time, and yeah, thank you. And